President Xi Jinping's state visit to Vietnam on Monday and Tuesday coincides with 75 years of diplomatic ties between the two countries. The state visit highlights the two countries' long-standing history and offers a chance to enhance trust and cooperation.
President Xi Jinping emphasized that the strong relationship between China and Vietnam is rooted in the people. He urged both countries to turn their friendly interactions into a powerful bond of friendship during a meeting with representatives at the Chinese and Vietnamese People's Friendship Meeting in Hanoi. During my week in Vietnam, I saw a clear example of the growing Sino-Vietnamese friendship and the immense energy behind it. One of many examples, the enduring popularity of Chinese films and television dramas. The Vietnamese have long enjoyed Chinese films and TV dramas due to geographical proximity and cultural similarities. For more than 3 decades, these shows have played a significant role in the local entertainment scene. I talked to a Vietnamese voice actress, Hu Yen, who dubs Chinese movies and TV series.
Chào mừng đến với.
Phim Trung Quốc thì thực ra
I grew up watching the Chinese drama Journey to the West, and it sparked my love for Chinese movies and dramas. I find them heartwarming, especially since the stories feel quite similar to those in Vietnam. It's like watching reflections of my own culture.
It's not just about films and dramas. It includes talented sound craftsmen like Hu Yen, who promote understanding through their art form. You can see this blend of cultures in their cozy little recording studio.
A grand ceremony hosted by the King of Malaysia, His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim, to welcome Chinese President Xi Jinping. The two leaders exchanged views on regional and international affairs. The Chinese president says the two countries should jointly push forward the common development of the global south. The king says Malaysia is dedicated to realizing the greater development of ASEAN-China relations. The Chinese president's state visit to Malaysia has not just boosted bilateral ties between the two countries, but also President Xi said that he hopes that Malaysia can play a key role as a bridge between China and ASEAN countries.
As chair, it's really an honor for us to have President Xi to come to visit us, and we can carry that message for the rest of ASEAN. But the key moving forward is that we need to talk more, we need to work together more.
The dialogue between China and ASEAN has lasted for over 3 decades, leading to more than $900 billion in bilateral trade last year. The upgraded protocol for the China-ASEAN Free Trade Area 3.0 is expected to be signed within this year. But the Asian family is facing challenges amid the blow of tariffs.
Even though Trump has actually said that he's putting on like a 90-day hold on tariffing many of 60 over countries in the world, that doesn't mean that the tariffs are gone. Tariffs could still be there. So I think ASEAN needs to mitigate this risk by actually talking very closely to China.
Southeast Asia is the Chinese president's first overseas destination of the year, highlighting China's commitment to fostering an amicable, secure, and prosperous neighborhood.
President Xi received Cambodia's highest welcome. King Norodom Sihamoni personally greeting him on the tarmac, a rare gesture by the reigning monarch. Tens of thousands lined the streets of Phnom Penh to witness a milestone visit from an ironclad friend of 67 years.
Cambodia has rolled out a grand welcome, honoring a historic friendship dating back to King Father Sihanouk. That legacy has now grown into a partnership spanning infrastructure, trade, and cultural exchanges, and is set to grow even further amid rising geopolitical and economic uncertainties.
Economic collaboration topped the agenda, with new agreements to boost supply chains and critical infrastructure, including roads, cable networks, and water management systems.
A Cambodian proverb says, "Where there's a road, there is hope." China has helped build Cambodia's first expressway, major airports, and a special economic zone that topped $4 billion in trade last year. And with Cambodia facing the threat of steep U.S. tariffs, it's looking even more to its trusted partner, China, for new investment and stability.
As we are facing the tariff from the U.S., so together we work to promote the pluralistic trade system. I think this neighborhood diplomacy will bring about a very just and inclusive trade system. Only China can play that important role.
Foreign Minister Wang Yi called the trip a golden opportunity for strategic communication at the highest level.
Facing a complex external environment and growing U.S. pressure, these countries naturally wanted to understand China's position and approach. We must stand together, say no to regressive practices. We must defend the rules of free trade and uphold international fairness and justice. We will not bow to power or bullying. The leaders of the three countries expressed renewed confidence and reached a strong consensus.
As President Xi Jinping wrote in his article, Asia now stands at a new starting point for collective growth, and China will work with its neighbors to promote peace, stability, and modernization. The message here is clear. Shared futures start close to home.